Rumi's best-known works are the Masnavi, the Divan of Shams Tabrizi, and the prose works Discourses, Letters, and Seven Sermons. The title of the Masnavi refers to the form of the work. A Masnavi, called Mathna'i in Arabic, is a form of Persian poetry composed of rhymed couplets of indefinite length. Rumi's Masnavi is a 6-volume poetic work, considered not only his masterpiece but also a masterpiece of world literature, exploring humankind's relationship to God, as well as to oneself, others, and the natural world. Scholar Jahid Majadidi writes, Rumi's Masnavi occupies an exalted status in the rich canon of Persian Sufi literature as the greatest mystical poem ever written. It is even commonly referred to as the Quran in Persian. While there is no doubt that Rumi was inspired by Shams's spirit, he had a sound knowledge of Arabic and Persian literature and folklore and was particularly inspired by earlier Persian poets such as Sana'i and Adar of Nishapur. Sana'i, who resigned as court poet to follow the Sufi path, wrote the masterpiece The Walled Garden of Truth, in which he explores the concept of the unity of existence, asserting that error begins with duality. The moment one distances oneself from others or from God, one establishes an us versus them dichotomy that isolates and frustrates us. To understand the nature of existence and forge a personal relationship with the divine, one must embrace the totality of existence, recognizing no distance between oneself, others, and God. The artificial divisions of religious dogma only serve to isolate, while accepting the religious beliefs and practices of others broadens our own experience of God, in whom there are no divisions, only acceptance and unconditional love. Rumi explores this theme throughout his poetry, but in the Masnavi, he makes it clear in the poem The Man Who Learned to Knock on His Beloved's Door and Say It Is You. The theme is explained by Majadidi. Another well-known story in the Masnavi is the brief and simple one from the first book about the lover who knocks on the door of his beloved's house. When she asks, "Who is there?" he replies, "It is I," and is therefore repulsed. It is only after being cooked by the flame of separation that he learns his error and perceives the reality of the situation. He comes back to knock on her door and, this time, to the question, "Who is there?" He answers, "It's you," and he is admitted where there cannot be Tamiz.